Students, welcome back. So today we are going to discuss image formation by lenses. Like in case of spherical mirrors, we did image formation for different position of object. Similarly, for convex and concave lens, we will see what is the nature of image formed for different position of the object. So we are going to start with convex lens. Here we have taken an object at infinity. Since the object is at infinity, we will take rays parallel to the principal axis. So here I have taken a convex lens. Optical center is denoted by O here. In the notes I had written C. It's better to write O in place of C as per your book. Since the rays are coming parallel to principal axis, this straight line here, this is our principal axis. This denotes our first focus f1 and this is f2. This is 2f1 and 2f2. What is 2f1? Basically that is center of curvature for first mirror, and c2 is center of curvature for second mirror, because we know that lens is made by combination of mirrors here. Since the rays are coming parallel to principal axis, and as per the rule of refraction by lenses, that ray passes through focus, so all the rays collect at focus. Okay, so in this case, what is the nature of image form? Nature is image formed at f2, that is our second principal focus. Second, image is real and inverted because the rays are actually intersecting. And third, it is highly diminished. So this is our case 1, that is for an object which is situated at infinity, the image will be formed at focus. Second case, when the object is lying beyond 2f1. Here the object is situated beyond 2f1. Okay, so let it be our object AB. First ray which is parallel to principal axis after refraction will pass through focus. Second ray which is passing through optical center will pass undeviated. So two rays intersect at a point between f2 and 2f2. So our image here is A dash B dash. Rays are intersecting at a point between f2 and 2f2. What is 2f2? The center of curvature for second mirror. So the nature of image is, it is formed between f2 and 2f2. It is real and inverted and smaller in size than the object. As we can see here, we can compare the size of object AB is larger as compared to the size of image. So when an object is lying beyond 2f1, image will be formed between f2 and 2f2. It will be diminished, real and inverted. This is the nature of image. Okay, third case, when the object is situated at 2f1. Here the object AB is situated at 2f1. So the first ray which is parallel to principal axis will pass through focus. Second, which passes through center of through optical center, passes undeviated. Two rays intersect at point A dash. So A dash B dash is the image of the object AB. We can see that the size of the object and image is same. Image is formed at 2f2 and it is real and inverted. So this is the nature of image. Image will be formed at 2f2. It is same in size as the object and it is real and inverted. Okay, next case is when the object is between 2f1 and f1. Here our object AB is lying between f1 and 2f1. First ray which is parallel will pass through the focus. Second, which is passing through optical center, will pass undeviated, such that two rays intersect at point A dash. From A dash we draw a perpendicular to principal axis. So A dash B dash is the image of object AB. So we can see here image will be formed beyond 2f1. Image is formed beyond 2f1 here. It is enlarged because it is larger in size as compared to the object, and it is real and inverted. So far in case of convex mirror, in all the cases image formed is real. Next case is when the object is f1, when the object is situated at f1. So that will be naturally reciprocal, as in case of concave mirror. You can compare here. Actually the nature of images for convex lens and concave mirror is quite similar, right? So in this case, when the object is at infinity, image will be formed at focus, and when the object is at focus, the image will be formed at infinity. So again we have taken object AB, which is situated at the focus. First ray parallel to principal axis will pass through focus. Second through optical center passes undeviated. So we say image will be formed at infinity because the rays are not intersecting here. So what is the nature of image? Formed at infinity. It is highly enlarged because very big image will be formed here, and it will be real and inverted. Okay, so then we have our last case for convex lens, when the object is between first focus, that is f1, and between optical center, that is object is between f1 and O. In this case, object AB, the first ray parallel to principal axis will pass through second focus. Second through optical center passes undeviated. We can see rays are not intersecting here. If you produce them backwards, okay, they appear to intersect at point A dash. So A dash B dash is the image of object AB. Okay, so in this case we can see that image is formed on the same side of lens. It is enlarged, virtual and erect. So this is the only case for convex lens in which a virtual and erect image is being formed. In all other cases we see that image formed is real because the rays are actually intersecting. So the last case, when the object lies between optical center and focus, that is the only case in which convex lens can form enlarged, virtual and erect image. So that was all about image formation by convex lenses, that we can see is similar to a concave mirror. Next we will discuss image formation by concave lens. Concave lens, also called diverging lens, because it diverges the rays outwards. So we can conclude that in case of concave lens, images formed will always be virtual and erect, similar to the concave mirror. Okay, like in case of concave mirror, it always formed real images, but here in case of concave lens has property similar to convex mirror. It is opposite. Okay, if we are talking about convex lens will have image formation similar to concave mirror, and if we are talking about concave lens will have image formation similar to a convex mirror, always related like that. So for concave lens there are only two cases: object at infinity, object at finite distance. First, when the object is situated at infinity, image is formed at the focus. Here we have rays, because the object is at infinity, rays parallel to the principal axis. Since concave lens is a diverging mirror, it will diverge the rays outwards. If we produce them backward, they appear to intersect at the focus. So we say that image is formed at focus. When the object is at infinity, image is formed at the focus on the same side, highly diminished, virtual and erect. So when the object is at infinity, for concave lens, image will be formed at the focus. It will be highly diminished, very small in size, and it will be virtual and erect. Second case is when the object is at finite distance, that is, it is situated between infinity and f1. So here this is our object AB. The first ray which is parallel to principal axis, what will happen? It will diverge such that it appears to come through the focus. Second, which is passing through optical center, will pass undeviated. Okay, so the two intersect at point A dash. So A dash B dash is the image of object AB. In this case also, the image is formed between F1 and O on the same side of the lens. It is diminished, virtual and erect. So in both the cases, image for concave lens is formed on the same side of lens, means where we have kept object, image will also be formed on that same side only, and image formed will always be diminished, smaller in size, and it will be virtual and erect. So that was all about image formation for convex and concave lenses. Next we have sign conventions. Sign conventions for lenses and mirrors are same. Since the object is always placed above principal axis, so its height will be taken positive. If image is formed below principal axis, that height will be taken negative. If it will be formed above principal axis, naturally that height will be taken positive. Now distances of the object. Since object is always placed on left hand side of what? Of the optical center. Here optical center is working as our origin. So distances which are measured on left hand side, they are taken as negative, and on right hand side are taken positive. Similarly with principal axis, distances above principal axis positive and distances below principal axis are negative. Then we have lens formula for spherical lenses, that is similar to mirror formula with the only difference minus sign here. So in mirror formula we had 1 by V plus 1 by U is 1 upon F. That was mirror formula, right? And for lenses it is 1 by V minus 1 upon U equal to 1 upon F. Here U is the distance of object, V is the distance of image, and F is the focal length. Next is magnification. Magnification also has similar formula as mirror, with the only difference we don't have negative sign here. For mirror it was M is equal to H2 by H1 equal to minus V by U. This was for mirror. But for lenses, what do we have? Here we have M is equal to H2 by H1 is equal to V by U. We don't take negative sign here. Okay. The last topic of chapter is power of a lens. We know that lenses are able to converge and to diverge the rays. That is called their power, their converging or diverging power. That power is related with the focal length by the formula P is equal to 1 upon F. P is equal to 1 upon F. F is the focal length which we have to take in meter. If you will take focal length in centimeter, then power will naturally become 100 upon F. Okay, because we will change meter to centimeter. Power has SI unit diopter denoted by capital D. Power for convex lens is positive and for concave lens it is negative. Why? Because we know that focal length of convex lens is positive. Why? Because it is converging all the rays on right hand side. But for concave lens, focal length will be negative because the rays are being converged, rays are being diverged here, so that the focus is on left hand side. So focal length for convex lens is positive and for concave it is negative. Since power is reciprocal of focal length, that is why power for convex lens is positive and for concave lens is negative. Okay, that is all for today. Bye bye.